Ever been in a situation where you felt vulnerable and exposed? Where you felt like you couldn't let your guard down for fear of being exploited or taken advantage of? We've all been there, right? It's a natural human instinct to protect ourselves from harm. When we reveal our weaknesses, we make ourselves vulnerable to attack. We give others the ammunition they need to exploit us, manipulate us, or even hurt us. Additionally, revealing our weaknesses can damage our self-confidence and make us feel less capable. On the other hand, when we keep our weaknesses hidden, we project an image of strength and competence. This can give us a significant advantage in both our personal and professional lives. It can also help us to build resilience in the face of adversity. But what if I told you that there is a way to be vulnerable without being weak? A way to show strength even in the face of your greatest weaknesses. That way is through Stoicism. The Stoic philosophers believed that weakness is a natural part of the human condition. We all have strengths and weaknesses, and it is important to accept both. However, the Stoics also taught us that we should not dwell on our weaknesses or allow them to define us. Instead, we should focus on developing our strengths and virtues. We should also strive to overcome our weaknesses, but we should not beat ourselves up if we are not perfect. The Stoics also taught us that we should be careful about who we reveal our weaknesses to. We should only reveal our weaknesses to people we trust implicitly and who we know will support us unconditionally. There are a few reasons why you should not reveal your weaknesses to everyone. First, it can help you to avoid being exploited or manipulated by others. When people know your weaknesses, they can use them against you. For example, if you know that you are insecure about your appearance, someone might try to manipulate you by making negative comments about your looks. Second, concealing your weaknesses can help you to build self-confidence. When you know that you are capable of overcoming challenges and achieving your goals, you feel more confident in your abilities. Third, concealing your weaknesses can help you to develop resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and failures. When you are faced with a challenge, you are more likely to persevere if you believe in yourself and your abilities. Imagine, you are having an argument with a friend. The friend says something hurtful that triggers one of your insecurities. You could either get angry and lash out, or you could stay calm and collected. If you get angry and lash out, you will only escalate the argument and make the situation worse. However, if you stay calm and collected, you will be able to think clearly and respond in a constructive way. Let's look at another example. Imagine, you are negotiating a business deal. The other party is trying to pressure you into accepting a bad deal by pointing out your weaknesses. You could either give in to their pressure, or you could stand firm and protect your interests. If you give in to their pressure, you will be taken advantage of. However, if you stand firm and protect your interests, you will be more likely to get a fair deal. So, how can you be vulnerable without being weak? The key is to be selective about who you share your weaknesses with. Only share your weaknesses with people you trust and who will support you. It is also important to be mindful of how you frame your weaknesses. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at public speaking," say, "I'm still working on improving my public speaking skills." This shows that you are aware of your weakness and that you are taking steps to overcome it. Finally, remember that everyone has weaknesses. It is part of being human. Don't be ashamed of your weaknesses. Instead, accept them and focus on your strengths. Remember these 5 tips. 1. It's important to be honest with yourself about your weaknesses, but you don't have to share them with everyone. Be selective about who you trust and who you feel comfortable sharing your weaknesses with. 2. If you're not sure how to frame a weakness in a positive light, think about it in terms of what you're working on to improve. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not very good at public speaking," you could say, "I'm still working on improving my public speaking skills." 3. Don't be afraid to fail. Everyone fails at some point. It's how we learn and grow. The important thing is to pick yourself up and keep going. 4. Focus on your strengths and work on improving your weaknesses. But don't beat yourself up over your weaknesses. Everyone has them. 5. Live a more stoic life by focusing on what you can control, accepting what you cannot control, living in the present moment, and being grateful for what you have. This will lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Most importantly, not revealing your weaknesses to everyone is a timeless lesson that can bring great power to your life. By being strategic and protecting yourself, you can avoid being exploited or taken advantage of. Remember, everyone has weaknesses. It is part of being human. Don't be ashamed of your weaknesses. Instead, accept them and focus on your strengths. By living a more stoic life, you can learn to focus on what you can control, accept what you cannot control, live in the present moment, and be grateful for what you have. This will lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. This is a story from A Mind That Motivates. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for watching.